Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk about my goals for 2024. So once again, welcome back. I am so glad you decided to click on this video. Happy 2024, Happy New Year. I am so excited you decided to come back and join me in 2024. So today, like I said, I just want to talk about what I have planned for my goals this year regarding both reading and YouTube, and just like, what I've kind of got in store. So let's just get into it. So if you didn't see my previous video, I think it was 2 videos ago, it doesn't matter. I will link it up above. I talked about how I want to read fewer books in 2024. So I read 202 books last year, not including anything that I DNF'd, which was quite a bit, and it was just too many. I know that a lot of people's goals tend to be more books than they think they can read, or a goal that they want to challenge themselves to. But I spent way too much time reading last year, and it just feels funny to do that on like what is clearly a reading YouTube channel. But I think that it took away time for me doing other things, and chief among those is spending time with my husband, because, or should I say quality time, because a lot of times I'll sit on the couch and I'll be reading my book and he'll be playing video games, and it's great, and I love being next to him, and that's fun much of the time. But there's something about like watching a TV show together and like being engaged with it together, and it's been a while since we did that, and it's just something that like I think is really valuable to our relationship, and I just want to make a little more time for that kind of thing. It's like such a simple little way to like spend time together, and I feel like it's just not happened in the past few years. So that's a really big reason. In addition, just like having other hobbies. Sometimes I like TV shows on my own without my husband even, involved. I like playing games on my phone. Like, there's just a lot of other things that I enjoy, and I feel like I haven't been giving them the time that they deserve because I've been spending so much time reading always. Additionally, again, I'm so sorry if you're hearing this for the second time because you already watched that video, but I feel like this will give me a good opportunity to read some longer books that I have been sort of putting off or just avoiding getting to because they're so long. And if I'm trying to hit a number goal, I don't really want to be spending like a week reading one book. I feel like I usually, average like 2 or 3 a week. So to spend like an entire week reading the same book has definitely like put me off from reading before. And like, I just don't want that to be the case. There's so many good books out there that are long, and I know that I'm looking forward to reading, but I just don't because of how lengthy they are. And like currently I am reading Needful Things by Stephen King, and it is just over 800 pages, and like I think I've been reading it for almost a week now, interspersed with other things, and that's okay. I think I'm on like 600. So, it's just one of those things that's like, it is what it is. I don't have to speed read. And so my goal this year for Goodreads challenge for just my overall number is I set it at 120, which amounts to 10 books a month. And I don't know, I might end up reading more than that just because of how quickly I consume audiobooks, but it doesn't matter. But that's just where I kind of like set the standard, like that's what I'll shoot for each month, and we'll go from there, see how it goes. My next goal for 2024 is to get my NetGalley rating to 80% and keep it at 80%. So if you don't know what NetGalley is, it is a website where reviewers of all kinds, so any like teachers, librarians, but also just people like me, bloggers, bookstagrammers, booktubers, whatever, can go and request early copies of books in ebook form, and then you submit feedback once you've read it, and usually link any reviews that you've posted online. And this is really cool because, you can get to read books before they're out, and they recommend that you have like a completion factor of 80%. So 80% of what you request or have on your account you respond and give feedback to. And sometimes it's just a little hard. You might get a little excited when you see a whole bunch of new releases being offered and you're like, oh, I want to request this and this and this because these are all books that I think I'm going to love. And then great news, you get approved for all of them, and all of a sudden your percentage has tanked. So I am currently, for the past probably like 2 years, I have been like 70 something percent, which like is fine, but there are so many books that I feel like I just never got around to finishing, or honestly, I could probably have an 80% right now if I just actually copy pasted all of the reviews that I've written into NetGalley. I don't know why I haven't. I've been really bad at Instagram, I would say, in the past year, just as far as like timely reviews, and it's just one of those things. I just got to do it. I would really like to be able to keep my NetGalley percentage at 80%. And this will entail me not accepting widgets from publishers. I get sent a lot of emails with a link to go read this book, and it, like, without having to request it, they just send it. And that's really nice, but like I don't have to accept all of them. All that it means is I didn't click on the link and accept the book. The publisher, it doesn't have anything to do with like whether I'll get books in the future or whatever. It's just like, okay, let's not accept them all. If I'm not 100% feeling it, I may not read it. Additionally, like, I shouldn't be requesting any new books unless I can 100% commit to reading it and giving feedback before its publication date. It seems like a simple concept, but for some reason I haven't been doing that, so that is a big goal of mine. Next, I want to read 5 new Stephen King books, and I'm not even going to count his one that's coming out this year, You Like It Darker. I want to expand more because I feel like this whole reading fewer books will help me with this because, again, his books tend to be on the long side. I've picked out 5 books that I'm thinking of reading, but I'm sure this is subject to change. But the ones I have are Dolores Claiborne, Joyland, Rage, The Running Man, and Sleeping Beauties. So we'll see how that goes. My next goal is to reread one favorite book per month. And I'm actually going to make this into a sort of a vlog series where I kind of like talk about my previous review and what I thought of a given book that I loved, and then vlogging my reread to see if it holds up, if I still love it. So stay tuned for that. That's an idea I had, and I'm looking forward to doing my first version of it. And, you know, I never reread books because there's just too many books out there that I want to read that I never end up going back and making time for favorites that I probably forgot a lot about. I always end up gearing towards new books, even if they are not like new releases, they're like new to me. So I would just love to like go back and read some books that I have loved in the past and like see if I still enjoy them as much. I also want to read one nonfiction book per month. This was a goal that I had last year. I didn't quite make it. I did read like 12 nonfiction books, but they weren't like one a month. So I would like to kind of make that a goal and see if I can stick to it. It shouldn't be too hard. My next 3 are my YouTube goals. And these are a little bit vague, but I feel like it's always just a matter of like, I want to keep improving. So my first goal is that I would like to make my videos shorter and just tighter overall. Sometimes I just start going off and talking about whatever, things that are tangentially related, and I have to cut out like a minute of me speaking because I'm like, I don't think that most of these viewers are going to be interested in this whatever, you're just talking. Like right now. So I would just really like to overall like focus my videos a little more and get them to just be a little bit shorter than they tend to be now, around like 20 minutes, and I would like to make more of them under 20 minutes. I also would like to improve my editing and just general like being organized for the new year as far as like planning content and being consistent with my posting, like even if it's not perfect, but like, okay, I want to post every Wednesday, and if I have an extra video to post in a week, cool, but like we're gonna commit to every Wednesday. that kind of thing. And I also would really like to learn how to use my camera better. It's like so silly that it's been now over a year since I got a vlogging camera and I still feel like an absolute noob trying to use it. I do not know what these settings are. I've watched a couple YouTube videos and because I've tried to just been like, okay, let me get a setting that works and just don't touch it. But I still feel like when I watch my videos back on the TV, I'm like, I don't understand. Why is it fuzzy? I'm filming in 4K. Like, I don't get it. And I still got a lot to learn and I just need to buckle down and commit to it. I would also really like to continue to kind of make friends and be more engaged with other people's content. I think when people comment on my stuff, I'm always quick to reply and try to like make them engaged with me, but I definitely could do that more with other people's. I watch a lot of BookTube. So just because I didn't comment on it, that doesn't mean I didn't watch it because I watch a lot of different creators. I've definitely been trying to watch other small channels. Sometimes I'm just, if I'm like on my phone or watching it on TV, that's the biggest. When it's on my TV, it's so awkward to comment. So I feel like sometimes I'm like, I'll go back and comment, but then I don't. So that's just something that I want to be more consistent with and just make sure that it is a priority, even if it's just a little quick comment. This is a great video. Thanks so much for posting, whatever. Like, I definitely want to keep that going and build stronger relationships with other creators. And my last goal is that I would like to get to 800 subscribers this year. Last I checked this morning, I think I had 615. So I definitely feel like 800 is something I can handle because I think in the past year I went from about 150 to about a little under 600. So I think I can do it. So, I mean, if I get there and I feel like I have enough time left in the year, I might try to like stretch it to 1,000, but let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. We'll see how it goes. So those are all of my BookTube and reading goals for 2024. I would love to know if any of these are goals that you also have. So let me know in the comments. I also would like to just generally know what your goals are because I can always add some new stuff to my list. And yeah, I would just love to hear what you have to say. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, I would love it if you would. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!